So it's going to be very challenging to get out of a cell tower lease. These contracts are, and especially as time has gone on, they're completely one-sided to protect the tower company. The only way you can get out of a cell tower lease is if they're not living up to their end of the contract. For example, say that they stopped paying you rent and you default the tower company and they don't cure the default, then that's a way that you could potentially get out of the lease. If they're supposed to be utilizing, say, 2,000 square feet, and they're utilizing 2,500 square feet, and you default them, and they don't get within that 2,000 square feet, or they don't renegotiate with you, at that point, you could potentially get out of that cell tower lease. So there are ways to get out of the cell tower lease. It's very, very unlikely that you'll be able to get out of it. But if you notice any sort of situation where the tower company is not living up to their end of the contract, you will be able to enforce your rights. Just be cognizant that you're going to be in for a lengthy battle with a cell tower company, because these companies are worth billions of dollars. They have many more legal resources than the average person. So just be aware that if you do encounter something like this, where you can get out of your contract, it's probably going to be a battle if you're looking to terminate the lease. If something happens, a tornado takes the tower down, typically what ends up happening is the tower company is still obligated to make a payment. Now, if they need to rebuild it, they'll have to do that, but they're liable still to make a payment. But I think it all depends on the language in the lease. So some of these leases have different language where I don't know if they'd have a right to get out of the lease because of a tornado or some sort of catastrophic event. But ideally, they're not going to want to move off of that property because they may have one tenant or two tenants or three tenants on that tower. So those tenants really need coverage in that location. So in my personal opinion, if a tornado was to take a tower down, unless the tower company or the carrier on the tower was going to get out of the lease, I think they would rebuild it. But yes, they should be still responsible for making payment, but it would all depend on the lease language.